And here, on this YouTube channel, I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, Mom, but we have not done a good job at that. Say hello. Hello, everyone. Say hello. Can you say hello? What a big girl you are. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. From here on out, I think we're gonna call it the K and J channel, which is Katelyn and John, because Margaret has not been on the channel in a while. Maybe we need to kick her off so she'll be back on it again. No enthusiasm whatsoever. Yeah? Can you say hi to everyone? Say hello. Hello. We just got done with our bath. We're getting ready to go to bed. Yeah? Yeah? Can you smile? Look. Look, can you smile? Hey. Mommy's gone to church again today, so we're here with Dad, which we are making our own vlog. We should make it an every Wednesday night series that we are gonna vlog together. Did you see the new perspective today? New lens on the camera. Anyway, so today, taking this chance, we are gonna answer the #1 asked question since before Katelyn was born. Yeah, point. Katelyn learned to point here recently, but we don't really know where she's pointing to. Like, she could point that way and it really means that way. She could point that way and it really means that way. But we're pointing. Yeah, where are you pointing to? Yeah. Today we're gonna answer the #1 question that people has been asking us. Mama? Mama? Yeah, if you haven't seen the video where she has learned to say mama, yeah, the video will be linked up here. Uh-oh. So ever since before Katelyn was born, everybody who met us and who and even now, especially now when they see us, if you can't tell, I'm Asian, I'm Vietnamese, and Margaret is Caucasian. So the one question everybody always asks, regardless of who they are we gonna teach Katelyn Vietnamese? And the answer is, well, let's back up just a little bit. Ever since when Katelyn was conceived inside of Margaret's tummy, my Asian mom is still in Asia, and one of her biggest fears is that she cannot communicate to Katelyn because she doesn't know any English, and Katelyn will be born here and raised here, and possibly that's all she will learn is English. She has been telling me that I have to teach Katelyn Vietnamese for a long time, or else she's gonna be very upset with me. It's like a chicken talking to a duck. If I don't teach her Vietnamese, there's no way she can speak to her grandbaby, which is a valid concern, right? That is the same question that everyone asks us is, are we gonna teach her Vietnamese? Is she gonna be bilingual? Or how can we make sure that she learns Vietnamese? And here, on this YouTube channel, I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, Mom, but we have not done a good job at that. It is certainly possible for you to teach your baby another language. Hello, so as I'm editing this video, I have to talk a little bit quite soft because Katelyn is sleeping next door and she's been up already, and it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. As I was editing the video, I realized that I was not making myself very clear when I was talking about this topic. Certainly it's possible to teach your kids your native language. I have my best friends who was born in the United States, and he speaks fluent French. I have cousins who were born here that speaks mostly fluent Vietnamese, but the biggest issue there is the exposure and daily usage that you would have. Yeah, so for a while there, my Vietnamese actually regressed some because I was not using it every day. There were words that I would have forgotten and stuff like that. And I mean, that's the language I spoke growing up. It's one of those things that if you don't use it, you lose it. And it's really true. What I mean by that is my best friend who speak French and can speak and write French fluently. When he was little, he was at home with his mom, who's a native French speaker, and that's all they use. His grandmother, who's also a native French speaker, and that's all they do at home is speak French until he was ready to go to school. My cousins as well. When they were little, both their parents were Vietnamese, so that's all they were around growing up. And you can see the difference between level. Like the first child was really good with Vietnamese, and the second child was not as much, because as the first one learn and grow, she starts speaking English more, so the second one start picking up on that. The problem with us is that I speak Vietnamese and Margaret doesn't. So Margaret spends a lot more time with Katelyn. When Katelyn's at home, Margaret would speak English. Yeah. When she goes to Margaret's mom or my mom. Yeah, tell them. Tell them what you think. Tell the camera what you think. When she goes to, yeah, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, have you tried vlogging with a baby before? Yeah? Yeah. So when Katelyn goes to my mom or Margaret's mom, they both only speak English. So the exposure to Vietnamese is very little. So what I have been trying to do a lot recently is at night when Katelyn, before she goes to bed, I would call my mom via FaceTime so she can talk to her some to get some exposure. Just like you in high school and college where you learn Spanish or Germany or whatever else foreign language that you were forced to learn without daily usage and without using it constantly with other people, you just don't remember it. You just lose it. I mean, I had 4 years of Spanish in high school and I can't really speak anything other than hola. So what we have been trying to do is to teach Katelyn little vocabularies as she's growing up. Like grandma, I would teach her Banoi when she talks to my mom. I would say, look, it's Banoi, Banoi. So hopefully, with time, she will learn some Vietnamese. But the best way for her to learn Vietnamese is to go to Vietnam. And we hope to be able to do that in the next year or so, to take her over there, and so she can spend some time with my parents over there, and she can learn some Vietnamese that way. Because she'll be able to be immersed in it every day and speak it every day, and that would be the best way for her to learn. Yeah. The other update that I would like for you guys to know is Katelyn has learned to stand by herself. Yeah. Very little. She also learned strangers. The other day my aunt tried to hold her and she would not let her because she hadn't seen her in a long time. And let me just say this, how amazing are children? So Margaret sometimes has her AirPods in her ear. So Katelyn is very intrigued by that. So she would come, grab Margaret's face and push it to the side to get her AirPod out. Just like she's right now trying to get my hat. You trying to get Daddy's hat? Huh? Well anyways, that's just a quick video since we have some time and we're trying to make it into a series that we're going to do every Wednesday night. And yeah, so I'm sorry Mom, but we are failing at teaching Katelyn to speak Vietnamese. That's going to be the title of this video. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. If you've been here before, thank you so much. If you have some tips and tricks, please leave a comment down below and let us know, and we will try them. And if not, we'll see you in the next video.